where do the memories of past lives come from? I've done past lives, never had any memories of past lives, but a lot of people do. Like people who think they're Jesus,
yep.
and people who think they're Mary Magdalene or King Charles or Cleopatra.
Yeah, so it's very important to now looking at, well, why do people feel this now, right? So it's very important to see whether there's any answers to those questions, right? So let's look at what's actually going on. Remember in the DVDs I said you are a soul, so let's say I'm drawing a male soul here. You have a spirit body and you have a material body, right? A physical body. So you are actually this being here, and these bodies are just appendages of you. They are what you are currently using to get things done, if you like. Does that make sense? Now, in the spirit world, there are literally billions and billions of spirits who have their soul and their spirit body. They no longer have their material body. So you have male and female people all through the spirit world. And each single one of you have one person permanently connected to you in this regard. And that person is called your guardian. You've heard of that term?
So this is different to soulmate, though?
No, this is totally different to soulmate. Not the same discussion. These are spirits that are assigned to help you throughout your life. Right? There's two types of spirits that are assigned to help you throughout your life. One type is called a guardian. The guardian's role is to actually protect you physically. You follow me? So they try, within the laws of God, to protect you as best as they can, given your free will. So you might have your free will to drive recklessly along the road, and they'll try to protect you in that process as long as they're not breaking the laws of God doing it. And the times when they don't protect you and you finish up passing or you have an accident are when you broke the laws of God so much and you weren't listening to them and they couldn't do anything else but watch the event occur. But the role of the guardian is actually to protect you physically from danger. Right? Then you have another type of spirit which is assigned to you, called your guide. Now, they're only assigned to you when you decide that you want to progress spiritually. So let's say you made a decision, you were going along in your life merrily, and usually by the time we get to our teens or 20s, we're starting to wonder about the secrets of the universe, aren't we? We're normally starting to wonder, why am I here, where am I going, those kind of things. And so let's say I decided at that point that I would actually, what I'll do is I try, lots of people talking about the Buddhist path now, and I like how it's, appeals to the peacefulness appeals to me, and the meditation techniques appeal to me and so forth. So what I want to do is just investigate that path for a while in my life. Now, as soon as you make that choice, that feeling inside of you, as soon as you make that choice, what happens is you attract a guide who is a spirit who's still on the Buddhist path in the spirit world. And they come and assist you and help you through the process of learning all about Buddhism as they conceive it to be in the spirit world.
Because they believe in it fully themselves?
They believe in it still fully themselves in the spirit world. Yep. Still believing the same sort of things that they believed on earth, with some modifications of the new things that they've learnt in their progression, because many of them have been living thousands of years, so obviously they've learned a lot of things. And what they are assigned to you, by God actually, are assigned to you to help you work through different emotions that they also had, and it finishes up being a joint effort, if you like, of growth. And so the guide's role is your spiritual development. Right? And it's your longing or your desire in your soul, in your heart, in your emotions, that causes the attraction of that particular spirit to you. Now, so far we've said there's two spirits. So that if we just number these down, there's one spirit, there's the second spirit. These two spirits are with you almost constantly. The first one with you constantly, every waking moment. The second one is with you dependent upon your desire. Right? Now there's another group of spirits that are with you. That is every type of person that you have, like here at the moment, many of you have some similar personality traits. And so you attract others here who are similar to yourself. And got some rapport, right? And you start talking about all sorts of similar things. Some of you are interested in sort of natural things, some of you are interested in spiritual things of a certain type, and what happens is you gather together because of that common interest, right? So there is a whole group of spirits which you could say have sympathetic, who have sympathy with you. So they are sympathetic spirits with you. In other words, they feel attracted to you. They like your personality, they like the kind of guy or girl you are, and they enjoy interrelating with you, even though they're still spirit. They enjoy that process of interrelating with you. So there's those group of spirits who are with you on a relatively constant basis. Then there's another group of spirits with you. Right? This other group of spirits is historically your family tree. It usually takes a lot of interest in you. So you might have a grandmother who died, who passed, and she's checking out all of her grandchildren, right? And she will connect with a grandchild or a few of the grandchildren that she feels a rapport with or a connection with. And so you could say there's another group of spirits who are family spirits or spirits that have been connected to you from your family in the past. Now, can you see already, you have a group of spirits around you every single moment of your life. Right? Just like you have groups of people around you for most of your life. Every one of these spirits wants to talk to you. They want to influence you in some way. They want to give you thoughts. They want to let you know they're around you and surrounding you. They want to actually help you. This person here in particular wants to help you develop spiritually to the point where you can actually communicate with all of these other ones. Right? And they're constantly trying to lead you down this road, which we often resist, by the way, but they're constantly trying to lead us down the road where we're drawn into receiving new information that will help us connect to them. So let's say any single one of you might have, say, 10 or 12 or 15 spirits around you at any one time. So how does that feel? Like you're there in a shower, you've got 12 or 15 spirits around you. Right? Whatever you're doing, right, you've got that many spirits around you. Then another thing happens, and that is that every time you go to sleep, you go out of body. So every time you sleep, your body is remaining in the bed, and you, your soul and you, so this part of you, the spirit body and your soul, leave your body on earth, and there's a silver cord connection that connects the two so your body remains alive, and you go around the spirit world, meeting people. You set up events, you meet new people, you try and set up events to meet on the earth, and all those kind of things happen while you're in the spirit world state, in your sleep state. So you catch up with lots of different spirit people in that state. And many of them arrive during the day to check up on you while you're awake. See how you're doing. See whether you can connect in the awake state. You are all actually totally capable in your sleep state of speaking through a medium in another person on the opposite side of the world who's awake any single time. So many of you do that, actually. Right? Many of you are actually speaking to people on the opposite side of the world, trying to speak while you're asleep. Right? So that's happening as well at the same time. So can you see all of a sudden there's lots of things happening around you that perhaps you weren't aware of? Yeah. Now, imagine for a moment you go along to a medium and you sit down with the medium and the medium's there. You sit down here and she's starting to feel what she thinks is you. But what is she actually feeling? She's not just feeling you. She is feeling you, your guardian, your guide, all your sympathetic spirits around you, any family that's around you, and any person that's in the sleep state who's interested in you. Right at that moment. Do you follow me?
Are there malevolent spirits that's hanging around too?
Yes. Yes, certainly. There are malevolent spirits or spirits who have evil emotions too, that are attracted to even maybe harming you, that she may also feel around you. Right? So she's feeling all of these ones around you at any one time. Now, if she believes in reincarnation and past lives, how is she going to explain that to herself? Wouldn't she just say, oh, you've had a past life, in this past life you were you know, this past life you were a queen, and you did this and you did that, and you died because one of your subjects murdered you. And in fact, what she is describing right at that moment is a spirit who's sympathetic with you due to some emotions, and who is actually with you permanently because of the sympathetic attraction, and she's describing their life. And every time I've sat down with a medium when they're doing this, and I've said, now, instead of doing this as a past life, now you start talking to the spirit as if they are a person. Not a past life of me, but they are actually a person. And when the mediums do that, their entire life changes. The medium's life changes, I mean. Because now they're realising that they're actually connecting with all these different people more often than they realise. And if you have the ability to communicate with spirits, and you feel pictures and feelings and thoughts from what you believe are past lives, if you start communicating to them as if they are a spirit wanting to talk to you, you'll find you'll have very interesting conversations with these people. Right? And they are real people that exist. And this has happened so many times in many of the groups that we've done, where people have come in saying, I've got this past life, what's this all about? I believe in past lives completely because of this. And I've started talking to the spirit. And once I started talking to the spirit got so excited. Well, you imagine, if you've been sitting with a person for 10 years, telling them about yourself, and they just believe it's not you, but themselves, how frustrated would you get about that? It's pretty frustrating for a spirit to go through that. So when somebody recognises they're different, they're a real person who's lived before, hanging about, a lot of spirits get really excited about that. Right? And in fact, there's a lot of spirits here today who are really excited about you knowing that. Because they feel that they'll be able to communicate to you better because of that. Yeah. So what's actually happening is this spirit, whoever this spirit is hanging about you, which can be any one of these people or a person in the sleep study, this spirit is attempting to communicate with you. And the way they do it is through thoughts, pictures, words that pop into your mind. Just drop into your mind. That's how they communicate with you. Now, if the person is this one, your guide, they are always trying to help you progress spiritually. So they are going to be focusing on triggering your emotions. So they will give you a picture from their own life that's very similar to your life that causes you to actually feel an emotion that you're avoiding in your own life. That's what they will do. These other spirits will often not do that. They'll drop thoughts or pictures about their own life without consideration as to whether you've got the same emotion or not. But this person will often do it in a very controlled way in order to assist you to progress. Now, this is happening every single moment of your waking life. And most people on earth have no idea how much they're being affected.